Today, we are starting a brand new series, the 10-year rebuild challenge, but I must accept every trade. Let's find out how that's gonna go. I'm sure I'm not the first person to do this, but I'm hoping to be the first person who's going to commit fully to it. I'm going to do 10 years of accepting every trade that comes my way to rebuild the Edmonton Oilers. That's the only way we can change our team. I can do nothing except look at what the AI has to send me. And the goal is to do this with every single team in NHL 22, in the NHL, obviously. I'm going to keep the intro rather short because I feel like it's going to be a long video. Basically, I'm going to sim the season. I'm going to show you every single trade that we get, and then I'm going to show you how we did in the season, all the points, all that fun stuff. So this is our starting team. We have Draisaitl, McDavid, Puljujarvi, Yamamoto, Nugent-Hopkins, Hyman, Fogle, Ryan, Cassian, Archibald, Severson. I almost said Severson, Sevier, and Benson. I also figured I'd start with Edmonton because they have the best player in the league, and they just came off a heartbreaking playoff loss. So it's time for them to rebuild, right? That's totally what they should do. We got Darnell Nurse, Tyson Barrie, Evan Bouchard, Duncan Keith, Clefbaum, and Ceci. Also, I turned injuries off to make sure everyone plays at their full potential, and I do have salary cap on, so there's no super crazy trades that can happen, and hopefully that just means we won't be losing Connor McDavid at all, but I can see it happening. As for goalies, Mike Smith, Mikko Koskinen, even though Mikko Koskinen just signed a deal to go play in Europe, so he is not playing in the NHL anymore. Sure, the Edmonton fans are not complaining about it. I can't really see why they do such a thing. Okay, we have 10 years to sim through. I'm going to do year number 1. I will show you all the trades that we have to accept, and I will see you at the end of the season. Our first trade offer is kind of a rough blow. We have to give up McLeod and Rodriguez for our 6th round pick as well, and we're getting Arizona's 3rd round pick and 5th round pick. Well, welcome to the team, nobody. Looks like we're gonna have a lot of draft picks, and the best part is I'm not drafting. I'm letting the AI do that for me because I'm not allowed to make decisions. I may be the GM, but I'm too dumb-minded to make my own decisions. Nashville Predators 3rd round pick and Los Angeles Kings 3rd round pick. We must accept. And back-to-back trades. I didn't even get a chance to breathe. Tullio and Skinner and our 6th round draft pick are gone for more draft picks. Apparently, Nashville doesn't want any draft picks, so I guess we're gonna take them all. The good thing is that we are doing a 10-year sim, therefore, if we do draft a lot of young talent, they can break through. Hey, it's our turn to trade draft picks for a player. We are getting Tyler Bozak and a 4th round pick, and we're losing a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick. Okay, this is fine. We gain our first player in Tyler Bozak. I'm fine with this. And now we're trading Benson and a 4th round pick for more draft picks. Apparently, all the AI want to do are unload their draft picks on us. We are going to take them willingly and with no rejections allowed anyway. So I guess we're getting a lot of young talent. Hopefully, they are good young talent. Ooh, waivers. I don't know how I'm doing waivers for the first episode. I'm going to decline them. That's not what we're here for. We're forced to trade everyone, not sign everyone. I would like to take Matt Irwin, honestly. You know what? Fine. Any player pop up, we have to take them. How about that? That sounds spicy. Year number 1 over. No playoffs for the Edmonton Oilers. I also decide I'm going to look at the team every season, I think. See what we're working with at the start of year 2 and all that stuff. But Connor McDavid, no surprise, leads year number 1, 97 points. Draisaitl right behind him with 94. Everyone else kind of just there. McDavid does lead the league in points, and Ovi leads the league in goals. So not too surprising, everything kind of adding up there. As for goalies, just like real life, this is our weak spot. This is why we are not going to make the playoffs. I really want to trade for Mike Smith. He does not very good at all, IMO. But we must move on. I don't know if you guys care about awards. I feel like that's going to make it longer than it needs to be. Or I'm not going to do the awards. If you guys really want to see them, let me know. But for the first year, I'm not going to do it. I feel like it's going to be long enough without putting the awards in. But if you really want to see the awards, let me know. I should probably review retired players as well. I'm not going to do this all the time. But Chara gone. And I believe we're fine with everything else that we see. So no Chara on the team incoming. I've simmed the entire draft. These are the players that we drafted. What do you think? What do you think of this? I don't know what to think of it. I don't know how they're going to do. Hopefully Seidenberg becomes an absolute monster, or anyone on that list. Oh no, we just got an off-season trade. Oscar Clefbaum is going to the Boston Bruins for a 2nd round pick and a 3rd round pick. Well, that bites. Goodbye. We get nothing in return, and we're losing Cody Ceci for more draft picks. This isn't as fun as I thought it would be anymore. Okay, we're getting a player. We're losing Blackwell, who apparently we signed. I have free agent signing and all that set to the computer, so they're controlling all that as well. I'm controlling virtually nothing. I just have to press the A button a bunch of times. We're getting Scandella, so okay, and we're using that Boston pick that we just got, so wahoo. And now we're losing Duncan Keith. we're making a lot of cap space at least, but no Duncan Keith. We're getting more Buffalo draft picks. I say more, that's the first time we get some. But just more draft picks in general. Adam Pelech joining the team. I guess he's going to replace Duncan Keith. I'm fine with this, honestly. I can see a decent performance from him. And we're losing Scandella as fast as we got him for more Buffalo Sabres draft picks. And one of ours back. So, like, we're just getting absolutely screwed over in these trades. Jan Ruda, goodbye. Minnesota Wild draft picks, hello. It's happening a lot. I don't know if that's good. I can't wait to look at our team after. It's going to be miserable. Off-season is complete. Let's look at the lineup for year number 2. And, I mean, it's not looking the best, you know? And on defense, we've definitely done a lot of changes. We got Caleb Jones, I guess. Adam Pelech as well. Some were signed. Like I said, I'm not doing any of the free agent stuff. The computer is doing all that. And, I mean, we just have to trust in their abilities. We no longer have Koskinen, which I guess is for the better. But for now, we still have Mike Smith, which is not ideal. He's probably going to retire soon. I don't know what's going to happen then. We're going to start simming year number 2. And hopefully we actually get more player trades this time around and not just a bunch of draft picks. I mean, they can be good, but it's not exactly what we want. And literally 5 seconds later, I don't even think it was 5 seconds, we're getting San Jose draft picks for Arison and an Anaheim Ducks draft pick. Martin on waivers. Would you like to claim him? Absolutely. I'm going to claim everyone on waivers too. I feel like we have a lot of cap space to work with. We're trading everyone away. That was a high caps hit. What I'm trying to say, as we get Mayfield, okay. I'll take me a Mayfield. We're giving away 2 of the picks we drafted for and getting a 3rd round pick as well. What did I just do? I don't know what just happened. Pretty sure something happened. Anyway, Keith Yandel. Okay, maybe we don't have as much cap space as I thought. Still getting Bollia and some draft picks, and we're losing our... Oh, that's the guy we drafted first overall. Not first overall, but you know what I mean, in the first round. So he's just gone now. Well, doesn't that suck? Eric for a Vancouver pick. Don't mind if I do, I guess. Yes, we lost our first round pick, which sucks. But we got Keith Yandel. So, like, it's a mixed bag, I guess. Giving Nelson to the Anaheim Ducks and getting 2 of their draft picks. It's draft pick central up in here. I mean, good, I guess. More draft picks. We're losing Samorukov. I'm not even going to list off what the draft picks are. I'm literally just going to say draft picks for this player, because at this point, it's what we're seeing a lot of. We are trading a draft pick for Weidman, and we're moving that guy down. That guy, like, must keep getting called off and getting called back down over and over again. Kind of sucks to be him. Madison Bowie. Okay, I like this. His potential is exact, though, so that's kind of bad, but it is a player. We're getting somewhere. Okay, we're at the trade deadline again, and we're going to have to accept Connor Clifton on waivers. Welcome aboard, friend. To the Oilers that might actually make the playoffs this time. We're definitely have a better chance than last season. Year number 2, we do make the playoffs with 98 points, which is pretty high. I didn't honestly expect to make it. I mean, I should. We're not a bad team necessarily, but a lot of moves have happened. Connor McDavid, 116 points, so that's what you like to see. 101 for Draisaitl. 43 goals, 48 for Draisaitl. Let's see, what are our goalies looking like? Garand playing not the best, but considering he's only 20 years old, I will take these numbers. He will improve, hopefully. This is fine. Mike Smith winning more than losing, which is also helpful. Entire league, we got McDavid with the most points, and then Ovechkin again with the most goals. So that's probably going to be the constant for a while. We now have our first playoff series of the video, and it is against the Vegas Golden Knights. I do not know what to expect. This does count for them pissing me off if we lose and we take 2 L's. I don't think they remember. They're not playing that way. We do tie the series, 2 games back to back. We need them. Come on, boys. Loss. Win game 7 in our first playoff series. Vegas, if you win this game, you are my mortal enemy for the rest of NHL 22. We win, that's right. They don't want that in their life. They don't want it. Scare tactic, and it's been working every time so far. We are playing Vancouver. I don't know how we're going to do against Vancouver. I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. We have a lot more simming to do, so I'm going to actually speed through it. We are up 3-1. I'm going to do this, and hopefully we move on. We do. We're into the conference finals. We might actually win a cup in year number 2, which would be actually sick. And our other guy, Chicago. So if Chicago beats us, they're my mortal enemy for the rest of NHL 22. 3-2-1, first 3 games. We take 2 of them. We can take a 3-1 series lead, and we do. And to move on to the Stanley Cup Finals in year number 2, it's just that easy. We are playing Carolina. We have a chance to win the cup in our second year. 3, 2, 1, Carolina. What you got? They got absolutely nothing. We are 1 win away the automatic trades have worked. Oh, maybe they haven't. I don't want to get reverse sweeped. I don't get too confident. Getting my celebration until I see the W, and it's actually game 7. And it's actually game 7. And we actually got reverse sweeped. I have to retire. I said if we ever got reverse sweeped, I retire. And it happened at the literally worst time ever. I'm not retiring, but it makes me want to. I can't believe that just happened. We were 1 win away from the Stanley Cup, and I bet our team is only going to get worse and worse and worse as time progresses. So this is kind of tough. How come I can't look at playoff stats? Show me the playoff stats. Draisaitl was top of the team in all stats. Who played in net? Mike Smith, and he didn't do terrible at all, actually, so good for him. I'm just going to breeze through stuff fast. We have a lot of simming to do, but we're out. We are out in year 2. It is over. I will see you in year 3, where hopefully we don't get reverse sweeps. I'd rather just not make the playoffs at this point. Patrick Marleau, Louis Eriksson, Ryan Kessler, Andrew Ladd, Brian Little, a bunch of people retiring this year. I don't know if I'm going to keep showing this, but if you're wondering, there they are. I feel like my name should be in there for GMs and coaches retiring, but I guess it's not a theme team. I did say that during theme teams, so since this isn't a theme team, I can't retire, even though I really want to. We must sim the draft again now, and apparently we only had 4 picks in this draft. And there they are. So remember those names if you ever see them on our team popping off. This is where we got them. I will see you now officially. Well, there's probably going to be trades during the offseason, but I'll see you when there's trades or at the start of year number 3. Getting Roy, and we're losing 2 draft picks, but also gaining 2 draft picks. So we're getting things. The rebuild is happening, boys. I can't believe we choked that. I'm never going to let that go. I feel defeated. And once again, the offseason signings are done by computer. So we have Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Leon Draisaitl, Zach Hyman. We have Puljujärvi, McDavid on the second line for some reason, or whatever. Yamamoto, Fogle, Borgo, Blaze, Zach Cassian, Devin Shore, and Raphael Lavoie. And on D, it would appear that we never actually kept Keith Yandel. I just kind of remember that we were supposed to happen, but we probably didn't re-sign him. Darnell Nurse, Tyson Barrie, Evan Bouchard, Adam Pelech, who's developing well. Caleb Jones, and Matt Roy. And goalies, this is not Mike Smith. This is Jonathan Bernier and Antti Ranta. I don't know how to feel about that at all. Probably not too good. So year number 3 is actually done, and we did not get a single trade, and I'm okay with that because we made the playoffs. Second in our division, 2 points behind Calgary. Connor McDavid led the team by a lot this time around, almost 20 points, and he had 45 goals. So not too shabby. I don't know if you guys want to see the entire league. Once again, I need you guys to let me know a couple things. Like, do you want to see awards? Do you want to see the entire league comparison? Or do you want me to just show our team? Anyway, McDavid was 3rd in the league for points. And he was up there in goals as well. Patrick Kane seems to have done a lot of things right. Just like the start of last year, we were playing Vegas in the first round. As long as we don't get reverse sweeped in the Stanley Cup Finals, I'll be fine with what happens. Like, I'd rather just lose in the first round, which is not what happened because Vegas doesn't want to be my mortal enemy. They know it still stands, so they're going to let us win. We are playing Calgary in the second round. The Battle of Alberta. Let's see how EA favors the sim, even though we don't exactly have the same team as they have in real life. 3, 2, 1. Okay, game 7. I was expecting it to end. That's why I didn't really say anything. But we are in game number 7. And it is time to either go on to the draft or go on to the 3rd round. And we will be going to the draft with a 4-3 overtime loss. That is tough. Will we win a cup? The question that I thought was going to be answered last year with a yes. Now I'm not so sure. As you've seen, we got the Edmonton Oilers. Yeah, the Edmonton Oilers. That's us, of course. We have Connor McDavid leading them with 15 points and 8 goals. It looks like we played Antti Ranta as the starter, which makes the most sense. But he didn't play the best save percentage-wise. Kind of tough. We move on. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are your 3rd year winners of the Stanley Cup, in case you were wondering. And we have simmed the entire draft. We got Nugent-Hopkins again. I'm sure he's going to be great. In a couple years, we'll have Nugent-Hopkins playing with Nugent-Hopkins, so that'll be fun. But yeah, remember those names just in case they show up on the team. That is where they came from. For how many pop-ups there are in. And speaking of pop-ups, the trade, we have to lose Pelech. No, for nothing. Toronto draft picks. I'm sad now. Hey, we're getting Stretcher though. I'm gonna say Stecker. but hey, I'm fine with this trade. I will take him. And we're getting Nick Bonino as well. I hope I didn't press decline trade there. That sounds like something I do. Anyway, we got Nick Bonino as well. And we're losing Sammy Blaze for more draft picks. I'm not even like really reading off the trades because they're mostly all just draft picks. We're losing Bumgardner and Greer for more draft picks. So let's go. Nick Paul and Colin Miller. This is actually a pretty big W. Colin Miller's contract's a bit more expensive than I thought it would be, but Nick Paul, I'm fine with this. I do not want to trade Nick Paul away. Do not do this. Do not ask for Nick Paul. He's ours now. I thought he was going to be gone. Nick Bukestad for a milli. I'll take that. And more draft picks thrown in the mix as well. What else do we got? A lot of off-season trades. That seems to be when the most stuff happens, which makes sense. We didn't even get a trade in the third season at all. And I believe we are done here. That we are. Draisaitl actually went down, and overall we got Draisaitl, McDavid, and Yamamoto, who is slowly rising. Nugent Hopkins is slowly rising as well with Puljujärvi and Hyman. We got Nick Paul. We got the Xavier Bourgault guys. I can't really talk. Vinny Hinostroza. Okay. And Lavoie, Bukestad, and Bonino on the fourth line. First line is going to be killer. Well, who did we sign? I don't think we really signed anyone this time around. We got Darnell Nurse, Tyson Barrie, Evan Bouchard, Caleb Jones, Troy. I'm just going to call him Troy because I'm bad at pronouncing names, and Colin Miller. Okay, a big signing. We did sign someone, Mackenzie Blackwood, as our goaltender, which could be absolutely huge. And we keep Jonathan Bernier instead of Antti Ranta. I don't like that decision, but it's not a decision I get to make. I will once again be simming. This is year number 4, and we will see you when there is a trade or the end of the season. And here is actually one of our first big trades. We are losing Jesse Puljujärvi for Dmitry Orlov. That is a big trade. I think they might actually be losing him in real life as well, from what I was reading. And now we're trading Devon Shore for Travis Hamonic. Lavoie is going for Kukin, which could be a great trade for us all around. And we're also getting a draft pick. I'm interested to see what comes from that. We are at the end of year 4. Couple trades this time around. We are back in the playoffs, which is nice to see. 90 points. I don't really know how we're going to do this time around. McDavid only 25 goals, which is kind of a rough scene. But he does lead the team with 78 points. Draisaitl with 33 goals. I don't know if it's good things, but things are definitely happening. I forgot to look at goalies. I will do that actually like right now. We are playing Calgary in the first round, if I can talk. Should be interesting. Blackwood, not playing that great, honestly. Neither was Bernier. I don't know why we kept Bernier. Not my decision, I'll tell you that much. We must play Calgary in the first round. We beat them 8-4 to end the season, basically. So let's just do that 4 times in a row. LLL. Okay, first round sweep it is. You know what? I'm fine with this. There it is. How the mighty have fallen. Let's look at Blackwood. I hope he did. Seems like we're having an off year this season. So I guess that's just how it's going to be. Connor McDavid, no goals, 2 assists. Draisaitl, 1 goal, no assist. Everyone's just playing poorly. Blackwood was apparently not the pickup I thought he was going to be. I guess that's it. That was your number 4. I have to make sure I don't lose track. And guess who did win the cup? New Jersey Devils, who no longer have Mackenzie Blackwood. Well, I'll be darned. Here is when the retired player list is going to start hurting a lot, so I'm going to start paying more attention. Alexander Ovechkin, gone. Anze Kopitar, gone. Pavelski, gone. Getzlaf, gone. Burns, gone. Letang, gone. All these names, I'm just going to keep scrolling. I'm not even going to read them. I'll let you pause if you care. So many, I'm going to stop there, but like a lot of things are happening. And here is who we drafted this year. We got a Postma, we got a Beach, we got a Lopez, and we got an Ott, and a couple more. I don't think that they're going to end up mattering as much, which seems to be the case. Maybe we can use them for trade bait at the very least. But yeah, it is off-season time. This is when most of the trades seem to happen, so let's get excited. We are losing Colin Miller for some draft picks from the New York Islanders. That kind of blows. And we're losing Helmerson for some Toronto draft picks. Seems to be a lot of draft picks happening. Postma, who we just drafted, gone for more draft picks from Boston. We're getting Donato. Okay. I'm fine with this. We're giving away some draft picks. We're losing Ott that we just drafted for Columbus Blue Jacket 4th round pick, and we're giving up a pick of our own. We're losing Lopez, who we just drafted for Boston. So like we're drafting players to then get more draft picks is the endless cycle we're in right now, which is not good at all. But that's all that happens. We are in year number 1. I haven't seen, or yeah, year number 1. Year number 5, I have not seen the offseason signings we've made. Our team is terrible. Oh my God. I think our Stanley Cup winning days are behind us, and we didn't even win one. We had one in the bag, and we lost it. We have a 69 overall on our team. That's not good, last time I checked. We got Donato, which was a decent pickup. Just a bunch of random names. I'm not even going through it. I'm going to go through this. We have Adam Larson, I guess. Darnell Nurse, Dmitry Orlov, Evan Bouchard, Tyson Barrie, and Jake Muzzin. I do like that signing. Where does that leave us for goalies? We still got Blackwood, but we have Aiden Hill instead of Jonathan Bernier in the backup spot. Fine with that. Time to sim. This is our halfway point, year number 5. Year number 5 is done. We are still a playoff team, which is nice to see. 99 points. I think it's because of this man, Connor McDavid, 46 goals, 47 assists to lead our team. Draisaitl with 90 points. Nugent Hopkins and Yamamoto, 69. Hinostroza not doing bad at all. I do like what I'm seeing from him. Mackenzie Blackwood didn't play as bad. I mean, they're just kind of meh. They're not like stealing the show, but I mean, they could be a lot worse. Like, we're getting that above 900 save percentage. It's making me a little better about the decisions we've made. And in the first round of our 5th year, we are playing St. Louis, and we are getting 3 wins in a row. We can sweep, and we do sweep. That is a good sign, actually. I'm fine with this. This is fine. No one is complaining about getting a sweep last time I checked. Oh, Chicago. You better watch out what you do, Chicago. I'm not even going to remind you what happens. Win, loss, loss. I'm going to have to remind you. Mortal enemy forever. They don't care. Wrap it up. The rivalry between Vegas and Chicago is finally ending. Chicago eliminates us from the playoffs, which means I'm officially pissed off at Chicago and means they are my mortal enemy for the rest of NHL 22. Vegas, you are off the hook officially. I hope you're happy, Chicago. I'm not happy because we are not performing that well. McDavid gets 9 points. Yamamoto gets 8. Draisaitl only with 6, 3 goals and 3 assists. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Mackenzie Blackwood, not terrible, just not amazing. Just kind of mid, if you will. Mid! 5 seasons down. No Stanley Cup for us. Let's see who wins it this time around. It has been given to Toronto for the 2nd time, which is what I predicted, which was not going to be the only time we saw them win it. Now, retired players. Corey Perry, it's not as big as last time, but Perry, Parise, Weber. There's some names in there. Mr. Pat Maroon with all his rings also gone. I forgot to show you guys who we drafted, but we always just trade them away anyway, so who cares? We're getting draft picks from Carolina. We're getting Max Pacioretty, which I don't know how good his overall is nowadays. Hopefully still pretty decent. He's got to be getting up there in age. Jordan Kyrou. He is exact on his overall, though, so that kind of sucks. But I mean, Jordan Kyrou, he can't be that bad, right? We didn't seem to be losing anyone I cared about. Jake Gardner. Love him or hate him, he's definitely going to help our team grow. And we're losing Boston and Carolina draft picks, so at least seems like we're using, if I can actually talk, it's actually getting embarrassing at this point. We're using the draft picks that we're trading for some stuff that gets better over time. The halfway point is officially done. We are here in our 6th season. We've done 5. Jordan Kyrou is an 85, so that's not bad at all. We have a way better looking team this season than we did last time. Sam Oliver vibing on the 4th line. Draisaitl, Pacioretty, who's only an 81. McDavid back on the 2nd line, I guess, with Zach Hyman and Kyler Yamamoto. Jordan Kyrou, Hinostroza, Xavier Bourgault, Jake Chason, Sam Oliver, and Grigorenko. Not that Grigorenko, a different one. What do we got on defense? Darnell Nurse, Adam Larson, Evan Bouchard, Dmitry Orlov, Jake Gardner, the only change here, and Tyson Barrie, who is becoming slowly more into a bum. Goalies I've not seen yet. We still have Blackwood, who is 1 overall better. And we're back on this Dylan Garon guy, who is still just mid, and he's starting to get older, so that's not exactly the best for us. We are officially halfway done. We are going to end today's video here. We're going to do 2 videos per team, just because, assuming you guys don't want to sit here for an hour video. If you do, let me know once again down below. But we'll do 5 seasons per video, 10 years total with each team. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me your feedback down below on how to make this better. Peace out.